Welcome to Wayne's Word, the podcast where we still believe facts matter and common sense isn't dead. I'm Wayne Laugesen, a freelance author and former longtime editorial pages editor of the Gazette. Today, we're going to shine a spotlight on one of the most infuriating double standards in modern dysfunctional left-wing Colorado history, a criminal justice system that throws the book at nonviolent citizens who dare challenge the powerful, while repeat violent offenders who injure, maim, and kill, even kill children, are handed get-out-of-jail-free cards over and over again. Many of us in Colorado are sick and tired of this, and it's got to come to an end. Today we have two fresh, stomach-churning examples from the last 72 hours alone. And then we're going to talk about former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters, who is now doing hard time for an election security controversy that never harmed a soul. The contrast we're going to show you is grotesque. First case, straight off yesterday's front pages. Brendan Birmingham, age 32, walks into a Fountain, Colorado Walgreens on September 14, 2024. Armed with a loaded handgun and what he claimed was a bomb. He passes a threatening note to the pharmacy staff, demands controlled substances, terrorizes employees, and then flees. Fountain police pursue. Shots are fired. An officer is injured. Birmingham himself is shot multiple times. The DEA and investigators call it a justified shooting on the part of the police. Birmingham survives, is charged with aggravated robbery and multiple other felonies. And this week, on December 1st, 2025, he appears for sentencing before 4th Judicial District Judge Sherry Grabowski. Prosecutors ask for prison time. Seems perfectly reasonable, given what he had done, what he was convicted of doing. Birmingham's attorney played the mental health card. Schizophrenia, substance issues. Oh, he's really trying to get better, Judge. The judge bought it. The result? 4 years of, get this, supervised probation. No prison time. And he's not even going to serve his supervised probation in the state in which he committed this crime. He gets to serve it in Utah. So a man who held people at gunpoint and detonated a police shootout walks free because he says he's working on himself, trying to get better. That's the new Colorado standard. Now consider case 2, which hit the headlines 3 days ago. Walter C. Huling, age 31. With a rap sheet stretching back to 2013, 12 prior cases, multiple assaults, protection order violations, burglary, bribery, DUI, even assault on peace officers. He was still on parole when, on November 24th of this year, he carjacked a vehicle at the 9 Mile RTD station and, less than an hour later, lost control at high speed on Highway 83 near Franktown. He crossed the center line in the stolen vehicle and obliterated a Ford Fusion carrying the Corrado and Green families. 5 are dead because of this man, including 3 children. 2 more children are in hospitals fighting for their lives. Huling died at the scene, but the question screams, how was this career violent offender free to steal a car and slaughter an entire family the week of Thanksgiving because Colorado's parole board and revolving door courts decided his long history of violence didn't disqualify him from early release? He'd been released early many times before. So now let's talk about Tina Peters. I am not a Tina Peters defender. I'm not any sort of a Tina Peters fan. I'm not even all that familiar with the case. But this is a former Mesa County clerk, a Gold Star mother. She's an elected Republican, and she's 70 years old. In 2021, she allowed trusted individuals, or at least trusted to her, to make forensic images of Dominion voting machines before a software update. Images that, to this day, have never been proven to have harmed a single vote or person. She was convicted on 7 counts. Mostly for using a surrogate security badge and misleading investigators. In October 2024, Judge Matthew Barrett, who first gave an unhinged, self-indulgent lecture to Peters that went on for, it seemed like an hour, sentenced her to 9 years in state prison. Hard time at La Vista Correctional Facility, 9 years. No bond, pending appeal. President Trump has called her a political hostage. That's his opinion, not necessarily mine. Like I say, I'm not here to defend Peters. Several county clerks have begged Governor Polis for clemency in this case. Polis has refused. But let me be perfectly clear. If Tina Peters broke the law, she should be punished. Election laws matter. But 9 years of hard prison time for a nonviolent records controversy, while Brendan Birmingham waves a bomb in a pharmacy and walks, while Walter Huling assaults his way through a dozen cases and is paroled in time to kill 5 innocents just before Thanksgiving. This is not justice, folks. This is a deliberate political calibration of who we choose to crush and who we choose to release. And Tina Peters is hardly alone. Colorado routinely sentences nonviolent fraud convicts, financial crimes convicts, and records violators to multi-year prison terms, while violent offenders with double-digit priors get probation, halfway houses, or early parole because of equity, reimagination of justice, criminal justice reform, or the latest mental health buzzword. This isn't compassion. This is cowardice dressed up as enlightenment. And the body count is climbing. We need mandatory minimums for repeat offenders in Colorado. We need parole boards that fear letting the next Walter Huling out more than they fear being called tough on crime. That's my word tonight. I'm Wayne Laugesen. If you're as angry as I am, call the governor's office, call your legislator, and demand they fix this before another family is wiped out by someone the system decided deserved one more chance. Until next time, keep demanding justice for Colorado's most violent criminals and the lives they ruin.